Hey everybody, welcome back to England. I've changed locations. It's good to be back, starting a new term, and nice to be back in a slightly warmer country. I'm wearing this hat to celebrate the occasion. Also, it is freezing here. That is in my house. We have sort of Victorian heating system, and needless to say, living in Hogwarts is only so much fun for, the first few days, and then it's cold has descended again. So, this week we have a fantastic topic from the fantastic Sid, who has asked us to come up with a concept for a genderqueer character who can have any defining features as long as they're genderqueer. And some of Sid's suggestions could be good or evil, fight dragons, fly, etc. Which are all excellent ideas. I'm quite excited to see the cast of characters that emerges from Genderqueer chat. But we've also have the bonus topic of mentioning one thing we think is pretty cool about whoever posted the video before us. And for me, of course, that is our fantastic Sunday guy, Keenan. So, something about Keenan that some of you may not know, if you're not subscribed to his personal channel, is that his personal channel is U2 Fan Kid. And Keenan is obviously a keen U2 fan, which, when I first was introduced to the legend that is our Sunday person, that was the first thing I noticed. And if you look at any selection of Keenan's videos, you will see some of the coolest and most diverse music in all of his intros, and it's fantastic. If Genderqueer chat had a DJ, it would be Keenan, and his taste is indisputable. So let's make the Genderqueer chat playlist. It's up down to you, Keenan. So that is Keenan, and my fictional character conveniently does not have a name because it's unpronounceable, because my fictional character is an alien. A slightly humanoid alien. I thought I'd throw on some wings because that sounded cool. Some slightly like reptilian wings, mostly because I've always wanted to be able to fly. Why not? But otherwise, this is an alien with an unpronounceable name, conveniently unpronounceable pronouns. So I will be using they and them when referring to them. Let's call my alien Z, because that sounds like what a human would call an alien whose name they could not pronounce. E.T. Been done. So Z is genderqueer, or rather comes from a race of aliens where gender does not exist, and goes through sort of rigorous training to be totally exposed to everything in their world. Think sort of Jedi-esque. I've been watching a lot of Star Wars this week, so take that into consideration. So Z goes through a lot of rigorous training to kind of, as a young alien, to sort of learn everything. If the term Renaissance man existed on Z's planet, Z would be it, except not man. Renaissance person. But their training is interrupted around age 12 or 13 because of an imminent attack on their planet, and they are shipped off to Earth in the near future to escape this threat. And Z proceeds to live a life on Earth with wings. Maybe they're retractable, so it doesn't look out of the ordinary. Z proceeds to live a life on Earth completely disregarding gender, and sort of is initially baffled that the idea of gender maybe takes him about a year to even understand the concept, but decides to take their rigorous training to such an extent that they go on to try to experience everything in this new world and learn everything in this new world, and then have to fight the evil villains of passport control when they're eventually found and attempted, tried to be registered and put into care because they're still very young. And so the evil villains of passport control want to put an M or an F on Z's passport, or on Z's identification, and Z will not have this. And because they're a alien being with convenient superpowers, well, advanced powers, shall we say, powers not possessed by humans, they go on this, not crusade, but a series of adventures that they're unwittingly thrown into. And they do lots of traveling and have cool sidekicks and fight a dragon at least once, and then eventually have to decide whether to go back to their planet, which is now safe, the threat is past, and continue their training and become an adult and accepted and lauded in their society, or to stay on Earth and continue to fight for their right to party or otherwise, or exist. So, it sounds like a bit like a comic, even though I don't really read comics. But that's Z for you, I suppose. So, if you would watch that or read that, let me know, and we'll develop that further, maybe. Yeah, that was kind of an improvised character there, but hey. But no, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, because I think I've only just recently in my own writing started to write a character that I thought was convincingly androgynous and genderless. I didn't really mention their gender in the story. Originally I thought maybe it was going to be a female, but I just kept writing them and they just ended up not having a gender. So it's harder, even as a genderqueer person, I think, I don't know what you guys have experienced, but it's hard to write a genderless person. I mean, language is not the only issue. There's also, for a reader, there's gender identifiers and dress and figures of speech even, and narrative, and how they treat people of other genders. So I think it would be a fun challenge to write a genderqueer character, and maybe I will in the near future. If I do, I'll let you know. Again, hope you guys are having a fantastic new year, and I will see you soon, once it's a little bit warmer, hopefully. Night, everybody. Have a fantastic week.